Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. Welcome to all of the brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, the listeners, the viewers, all the, inshallah, YouTubers upon the Sunnah, bidnillah. Alhamdulillah, Allah has allowed us to complete the month of Ramadan and fasting, standing in prayer, i'tikaf, and also the actual day of the Eid, which was a couple days ago. So Abu Ibrahim, if you could kindly just, mention a few things with regards to the etiquettes of the Eid according to the authentic Sunnah. Okay, not the customs of the Muslims or something vague, but what is the Sunnah with regards to the Eid? What should we do? Should we celebrate it? Should it just be, prayer and a khutbah and you eat some good food? Or should it be something in which we actually celebrate and make a special day or a special time?
Well, alhamdulillah, salatu salam ala rasulillah. First of all, Eid Mubarak to everybody out there. Taqabbalallah minna wa minkum. In my opinion, I think that it's something that we should celebrate for many different reasons. Like, celebrate it to its fullest. Not just go to the masjid, meet some of the brothers, listen to the khutbah, pray the Eid Salah, go home, maybe have some nice food, but to celebrate it to the fullest. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, the Sahaba used to have a couple of days in which they wouldn't go to work. They would celebrate, they would play games, play with their spears, fence, have fun. So when the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, he asked him, what are these days? And he said, they told him that back in their Jahiliyyah, they had these days, for rest and to play and to have fun. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he told them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you 2 days that are better than this, the Eid al-Fitr and the Eid al-Adha. So this authentic hadith proves that we should use it as a day of celebration. And especially for the Muslims, us living in the West, where we don't really have an outlet to celebrate or to feel proud about being Muslim all the time. We're in the masjid and nobody can see us, but we're in the masjid, we're in our homes, and that's it basically. We don't really have the outlet to celebrate. But the kuffar, when the holidays come around, they have their Christmas and their Thanksgiving.
They make it special.
Right, the things on TV, the streets are lit up. You see, sales, everything, store windows. It's all over. But when Eid comes around, it's just, you go, you have some food, and you go to sleep.
So what are the effects of the Muslims not understanding the recommended acts of the Eid upon Muslim children? We say don't celebrate Christmas, don't celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, so on and so forth. And the Eid comes, and it's just another day we're sitting in the mosque. How does that affect them?
It affects them from several angles. First and foremost is they don't know their culture. They don't know their own traditions, the traditions of the Prophet ﷺ. They are more geared towards being non-Muslims, or to be more coping, or to be more sympathetic to the non-Muslim holidays. Maybe Christmas will come around, they'll say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, things like this. The Eid come around, they won't even say Eid Mubarak.
So a big part of the child not being interested in Islam and enthused about Islam is based off of the parents, you're saying?
It could be, or the family, or the community at large, even
the people that are older than the children.
Yeah, because some communities, they don't really do anything. They don't provide an outlet for the children to have this fun and to replace the Christmas and the Halloween and the kuffar holidays with something that is halal and permissible.
That's a very good point. Now we have with regards to, you said, replacement. In other words, when Allah and His Messenger tell us to stay away from something, this is haram, this is a vice, the Prophet ﷺ always gave a replacement, a substitute.
Exactly.
He told the companions, don't swear by your fathers, but swear by Allah. Don't say prayer upon Allah from His slaves, but say this and say that. In other words, from an important etiquette of raising your children in Islam, is that when you tell them don't do something, have something for them to do in place. And not just don't do this, don't do that. So, if we have a little time left, what do you think about giving gifts on the day of the Eid? Is this something that is haram? Is it recommended? Should you give gifts on the day of Eid?
Especially for us in the West, I think it would be recommended to give gifts on the day of Eid. For one, it is a replacement, or it is something better than giving gifts on the kuffar holidays, or on something that wouldn't be permissible to give gifts on. And again, there's no real outlet. Muslims, they might give a little something here and there, but when it comes to giving gifts as itself, when you give it on your holiday, it gives them a sense of enthusiasm. And this is my holiday, we're giving gifts, this is what we do. We're encouraging brotherhood between the brothers and the sisterhood between the sisters, and love between everybody.
So I mean, the hadith of the Prophet says,
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
you can correct me, explain it when he says, tahadu tahabu. He says, give gifts and you'll love each other.
Mhm.
So this is a general hadith pertaining to any time, let alone a special festivity like Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. And last but not least, I remember some years ago, I asked our Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Hafidullah Medina about this question. I said, Sheikh, should we give gifts on Eid? Is it permissible? The Sheikh, he said, not only is it permissible, but he says, naam. He says, it should be done for sure. Jiddan. So, Yani, that's a very interesting fact that you mentioned that, Jazakallah khair. That was very informative, yet concise. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. We thank all of the brothers, alhamdulillah. May Allah reward our host for giving us this delicious meal, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khair to all the brothers and sisters. Until next episode, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.